I think we're live. We're live, everyone. Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful August 19th, 2024. I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day, night, afternoon, midnight, wherever you are. Wherever you are in the world, I certainly have a great day myself, and we are joined by Real Texan Politics and, oh, Poster Tubbs is joined. Hello there.
What's up?
What's up?
So, for the first time in a while, I'm actually early, and people are still staying late. Are you I was early on purpose.
People would still say you're late.
Listen, I started the stream a full minute early, and people are still saying I'm late. 1 minute
You
late.
can't please people.
Yeah. Common rap.
Here's the poll I wanted to talk about.
So, yeah.
Here's the poll, focal data.
Oh, that poll's garbage. So yeah, there's a lot to get into today, but first, before we continue, join the channel today, subscribe, share with your friends, join the channel, like I said. Again, share on social media like Twitter, Facebook, wherever, you know what Tyrone usually says. And of course, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to support the channel even further, the best way is to send super chats via the chat. I'll try to read through as much chat as possible, but yeah, super chat's the best way to get your questions answered. Already a couple super chats. A glitch Evie for 2. Tim Walls' wife must be excited. Yeah, she loves the smell of burning like tires and, you know, people. That's what she enjoys. So she's gonna like this week, I think. Exactly for 2. Ah, yes, Chirac. Real. American Nerd for 5. Rap, I hope you've got some popcorn because this is gonna be a hell of a riot. Let's get ready to rumble. Yeah. Tester's Dunn has been a member for 9 months. Do hair/walls ever have 3 sums of the horse? Okay. I should not have read that, but thanks for joining the channel. Exactly for 2. Late and gay will never go away. Oh gosh. Gateway Politics has been a member for 17 months. Please let the DNC be a total shit show. I need entertainment this week. Yeah, so the big story of the week is going to be the DNC, and already there's some fireworks popping off outside the convention center. It didn't even start yet. And last night we had, like, already people getting arrested and stuff. And I guess somebody stormed the stage, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, last night at the
delegate party.
Convention center. Yeah.
Yeah,
some welcome party with Mark Hamill's there for some reason.
What happened to that guy?
He's basically, he's kind of a resistant icon. Honestly, I don't know why he hasn't ran for Congress yet.
I don't know. Well, how old is he? Isn't he like 70-something?
Yeah, 72.
Yeah, I don't know. He might be getting up there in age. I think he's just lost his mind.
I mean, he probably still sees himself as youthful enough to run for Congress.
Probably.
He would honestly be hilarious, but he would also be just insufferable as hell.
84Z28 Bear for 2. There's a convention of suburban hoes in Chicago. General Hija has been a member for 12 months. He's seen Kamala Harris buying Doritos at stage. Yeah, so the Harris campaign did not have a good weekend whatsoever. Like, she was staging videos of her buying Doritos and stuff. It's like, what? You have to stage a video just to buy Doritos? Like, why? Is she that, like, dumb that she doesn't know what's going on? He felt the dark side.
Guess.
But no, like, and they had that weird video with the football team. Hold on, let me pull this up. You want to hear what she had to say to that high school football team? This might be the most Kamala Harris statement yet. Hold on, Kamala Harris football. Like, you would think this is a parody from her. This is a motivational speech. It reminds me of Animal House a little bit. Hold on. All right, is Poster Tubbs here? Yeah, he is. I was making sure the Discord. Okay. Yeah, so for those that don't know, I'm posting the chat. Kamala Harris, she went to a football team's practice, a high school football team's practice, I don't know where, and she gave them a very motivational speech. All right, this is from Animal House. I'm not even kidding when I say it's literally from Animal House. So let me just play it for the stream because you would think this is a parody for how incompetent she sounds here. Okay, let's see if that's the right one. It should be. Okay. All right. So, chat, this is the genius of Kamala Harris. Let me play it for you.
And by doing that, and all that requires, which is the hard work, the practice, working as a team, knowing that you will be undefeated even if you don't win every game, but no circumstance or event or moment will...
Oh my gosh! For those that don't know what she said, you will be undefeated even if you don't win every game. Oh my gosh. I'm starting to think that those the rumors of her being drunk all the time, I don't think they're far from the truth. Oh my gosh.
Harris shows up drunk to an event.
I'm not surprised.
We can now project that Kamala Harris will win the state of Wisconsin in 10 electoral votes.
Oh, I love it.
Deep Wisconsin.
But no, seriously, yeah, and that's what people think of, like, oh, Wisconsin. I hate it. K-Cup for 5. My friends invited me to get a picture at a fan expo with Hamill and Hayden Christensen. The picture was going to cost $1,200. I'm glad my car broke down, lol. Yeah, that's a lot of money. $1,200, damn. American Nerd for 5. The real reason that Mark Hamill's a dumb resist lib is that his Joker persona has completely taken control of his last working brain cell. Yeah, that's not far from the truth, probably.
Oh yeah, if you're a MAGA, then go force yourself. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I've read that. I've really thought that was a parody. He actually said that. Like, why? Is that guy so that deranged that he has to say that just to? For what reason? I don't know. But yeah, let me pull up the Harris Dorito video.
I could see some, if he runs for Congress, I could see some ad being like, "Oh yeah, in Star Wars, I defeated Darth Vader and the Empire. Now we have a more evil regime today." In
Yeah,
Donald
it would
Trump
be something like that, some cringe like that.
GQP MAGA Republicans.
GQP. I'm surprised Democrats have not used that more often. They kind of stopped using it. I don't know why. But yeah, so chat, this is another video that Harris' campaign posted, and now you wonder why, or now begins to make sense why she's not doing unscripted interviews. Look at this.
Doritos. Huh? Ah, Dougie, there they are. Yeah. Thank you.
I know you want those. Oh, wait.
You see corn nuts over there, Isn't this it? Yeah, that's
the big. There you go.
Look at this. She can't even find a bag of Doritos properly. They had to do like 3 different cuts to get it correct. Unfreaking believable. She can't do anything unscripted. Like, you're telling me that she can't find a bag of Doritos. And by the way, notice, they have a bag of Doritos right here. They spliced up the video. My gosh. And she
That convenience store probably had to kick out so many people before they came in.
Oh my god. I mean, seriously. Oh, I got a couple super chats to read. Alex Maddox for 2. I don't watch Star Wars for Mark Hamill. He sucks. Eh. A Glitch Evie for 5. What do you say if Wisconsin was safe Democrat, all 49 other states lean Republican? I would die of cringe. She's actually mentally retarded.
So yeah, we have the couple polls from today. We have Redfield Wilton, and then what's the other one? I forget what it was.
It's from like a Democrat like newspaper. What chat say she's actually mentally retarded? Yeah, I mean, like, look at this. She can't find a bag of Doritos properly. They spliced it up. She already has a bag of Doritos. And, wow. Lord Rhino for 5. Does she think buying Doritos make her cool and look normal? I guess. But, didn't they attack JD Vance for looking like a college student just a day ago? Was that a whole meme, by the way? Like...
JD Vance is weird.
Yeah, it was like he was in college or something. There was like a picture of him in college. They were like, "Oh, this is so weird." But what is this?
Did you see the stuff they projected onto the Trump Hotel in Chicago?
Yeah, the freaking Project 2025 HQ and stuff like that.
Project 2025 HQ. Trump Vance are weird. Something else. I don't know what it was.
Let's see here. Hello, fellow kids. I sure love these Doritos. Yeah, that's the vibe here. It's literally that meme of that old guy pretending to be young. That's what this is. Why would you pretend to get a bag of Doritos?
Ohio Skibidi Toilet Riz.
Wait, what?
Ohio Skibidi Toilet Riz.
I swear she says it on the campaign trail. Don't you dare.
You know what? You know what I hope Kamala says during her DNC speech?
What?
We're gonna hawk tour the polls. I could see her saying that.
Oh God.
I could see that happening.
Listen,
Actually,
well, this is just crazy that this is her campaign's plan to make her seem normal. Stage buying a bag of Doritos, and then oh gosh, I hope she says it kind of because it would be so.
Let's see her do.
cringe.
Let's see her do an event with like Chapel Roan, and she says, "Hot to go to the polls."
Oh gosh. Let's see here. Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump boxing match. I would pay to watch that. Trump would probably just win. Equivalent to
Hope
Hillary
Trump
saying,
shows up at that. Honestly hope Trump shows up at that Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight.
I think he will. I wish Trump would show up to the DNC. He should show up to the DNC.
I don't think that would
wouldn't
be.
even let him in.
He should do it for the memes. General Hydra for 2. Have you watched Deadpool and Wolverine? Yes. Lord Rhino for 2. Pokemon go to the polls moment. Yeah, it is. She's gonna say something like that. Now you said that. Oh God, if she's this cringeworthy to buy a bag of Doritos, I don't get this. Who is she appealing to here? You have to,
Children.
but they don't even what. Is she trying to page to like the appeal to like the millennials or something, or like older Zoomers?
It's probably your like gay millennials, and then maybe like your
Older
Gen
Zoomers?
Xers that maybe your Gen Xers that like millennial memes and such.
Well, but it's like I just don't get this. This is an appeal to a wide audience. What's next? She's gonna like buy Mountain Dew? Well, actually, no, that's racist. JD Vance is right about that.
Probably will just to counter. Well, maybe she would have if she chose Bashir as her running mate. But.
Yeah, but that's racist. JD Vance, he's racist for drinking Mountain Dew. Literally, the
It's
second
only
he said
racist.
that,
It's
they
only
reported
racist.
that.
It's only racist if you're a Republican.
Yeah. Even though it was made in, like, I don't get it. I just don't get some of these people. Hold on. My name is Tronald Dump, and I'm a delegate from Florida. Yeah, I wish Trump would have just snuck into the DNC. Like, I don't know what would have happened, but it would have been hilarious, I think. When they realized Trump is there. I hope that Biden endorses Vice President Trump for president. Real. American Nerd for 2. So are Doritos bad now because of the Harris video? No. No, the whole point of this is she's trying to appeal to, like, the normies or something, but it's just so cringe. She has to buy a bag of Doritos to appeal to normies?
Does that mean Doritos is sponsoring the ad?
What?
I wonder if that means Doritos is sponsoring the ad.
I doubt it. Kanixo Landris. Oh, hold on. I gotta read this. This is a weird name. I can never say it properly. Kanixo Landris Com for 5. BLM didn't endorse Harris or refer to Walz as an unknown vice president. A glitch Evie for 2. Skibbity toilet to the polls, Ohio. Oh, God. But yeah, so we gotta talk about the DNC. Because I think this is gonna be a mess. Like, I was having some skepticism about what's going to happen here, but after last night's events, where they're already getting people arrested, they're throwing shit at the walls, and they're already storming the stage, and now you got delegates saying that, oh, we demand the ceasefire stuff. And remember, the ceasefire stuff, it's a disaster.
By the way, real text and check the group chat. I sent something in the Discord group chat.
Oh, Rufus. Oh my gosh. I gotta put this on stream. Well, when did he post this?
This was like early August.
Of course it was. He's wrong with everything. 84Z28 Bear for 5. I'm a 33-and-a-half-year-old millennial who will vote for Trump. W's in chat. K-Cub for 5. Only way this will make her seem somewhat relatable will be to have Mountain Dew with that and start cranking 90s on Fortnite stream where we dropping boys. Yeah.
By the way, there's projected to be a massive earthquake in Chicago pretty soon.
Why?
Because Olivia Giuliano is speaking.
She's actually speaking.
Yeah.
Why? What?
Because she's young.
Oh boy.
I guess she'll probably be like the same reign as like what else? Harry Sisson, Chris Mowry, David Hogg.
Yes.
Maybe that 10-year-old black kid.
All right. So yeah, a Rufus. Oh, go on. Will someone say something? Oh. Yeah, so Rufus posted this 2 weeks ago or whatever. The DNC will go extremely well. No riots or other disruptions. Voters will love Harris and Shapiro's speeches. Harris will lead in the polls by early September.
Shapiro, bro. Oh, that's when he thought Shapiro was going to be vice president.
Listen,
It'll be funny if Harris peaked in the polls in like early August instead of early September, because I think that's
I think
going to
it's
be
gonna
good
happen.
for us.
I think it's
I
gonna
think
happen.
Harris's problem is actually I think she may have peaked a bit too early. I mean,
agree.
she's still doing okay in the polls right now. I'm not gonna like say that they're all fake, but she's not like doing that great either. She's doing like where Biden. She's around where Biden was in like April.
Yeah.
Like, that's not that good.
Yeah, she's still like if she only wins by a point in the popular vote, she loses. So,
I do think that states like Florida and New York will move right. Maybe Texas and California by a bit too. So that does mean that if she wins the popular vote by 3, she could win the electoral college.
Yeah,
but
still, I think if she's down, if she only wins it by 1, I think she's done.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're not gonna have like a Democrat plus 10 Michigan again like we did in 22, even if we don't win it.
All right. Object class cater for 2. Buy Doritos and Mountain Dew for those gamers votes. Real. American Nerd for 5. Imagine Trump just showed up to Chicago not to crash the DNC, but to sit on a lawn chair and watch its riots in the streets while eating Doritos. Yeah, it's gonna be a shit show this week. A Glitch Evie for 5. I'm a 23-year-old Zoomer who will vote for Trump again. W's in chat for Glitch Evie. DHP for 10. The GOP needs to get over abortion. The 1979 stance of no abortions need to go away, like Pence and Romney. It only activates the ugly cat ladies with purple hairs. I disagree with that. You gotta be smart about it. Because these people the people you're talking about, they're gonna vote no matter what. So, and speaking of the abortion stuff, we'll get to the DNC in a sec with that, because that's just hilarious. But yeah, so what you have to do is prove to people that Democrats are the real radicals. They want abortion on demand. They want abortion post-birth, for crying out loud. Trump won on this issue back in 2016 for a reason. He literally said to Hillary Clinton, she supports abortion up to birth. And it shut her up. So, that's how you talk to these people about it. The castmen for 2, Kamala Toe sounds drunk. Yeah, so the rumor is she's drunk all the time now. I think that's real. I do actually believe the rumor that she's drunk all the time.
So Laura Loomer late in July said something about a black trans doctor performing an abortion on a white woman live on stage at a convention.
What? Hold up.
I gotta send this tweet. I'm
highly doubt this
will happen, but still.
I'm blocked by her.
Oh, well. It might show up on here.
But yeah, so, for those that don't know, the DNC is providing free abortions and vasectomies right outside the convention. So are they just...
Yeah, that is extremely weird. Like, most Americans are pro-choice, but not to that level.
Are they just trying to sterilize their own voters?
Yep.
It's kind of weird, but I don't really think I don't know. I don't know if it'll make a difference, because most people like are desensitized to the social liberalism, for the better or worse, but maybe that's just me being like pessimistic.
Well, no, I just say it's not going to change anything, but I just find it so strange that they're going to sterilize their own voters like that.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Union Park. Yeah.
Yeah, check that guy Julio Roses.
Yeah. Before I forget, chat, if there's any information about the Chicago DNC you want to know about, this guy's the way to look up. Let me pull it on Twitter. Yeah. So this guy, how do you say his name? Julio Roses.
Julio Roses.
Yeah. If you want information about the DNC and the riots, this is the guy to look up. Gaming Politics for 5. I'm an 18-year-old, almost 19-year-old Zoomer who is going to vote for Trump. W's in chat. Ethan W. Monster for 2. Hispanic vote, go bye-bye. Sassy, North Carolina for 2. Gen Z for an abortion ban. It's legalized murder. Well, you gotta be smart about it. Some Republicans are just not smart about it. Like, don't go pro-choice like Carrie Lake did, but you gotta talk about how the Democrats are the real radicals on the issue. They want abortion up to birth. They want abortion on demand, no restriction. I mean, for crying out loud, they have vasectomies right outside the DNC right now. What? What do you say?
I was about to mention, so apparently DNC is mentioning Biden's second term.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to bring this up. So let's actually talk about the DNC. I think there's going to be a riot. I'm getting that gut feeling there's going to be a riot by Thursday.
Obviously. But this is a DNC platform document. It's referencing a second Biden term.
Yeah, I think, yeah, Greg
19
Price.
times.
Yeah, so Greg Price, or I think it might have been him, yeah. So he looked into the DNC platform, which, by the way, is insane. Like, they recognized American land is stolen and crap like that. It's like, just shut up. But this is what they said. The DNC's official platform says, during President Biden's second term, President Biden's second term, President Biden's second term, like 15 times, right? Well, how many times?
19 exact.
19. Why? How did they miss this?
Oh, and they also introduced Tim Walz as Command Sergeant Major.
Yeah, that's a lie. So what the hell is the DNC doing here? Like, did they just forget about this? Were they that lazy that, like, nah, we don't need to fact check this?
Shut up and thank Tim Walz for his service. Remember Trump said the veterans are losers and suckers.
Yeah. Make degeneracy, or see North Carolina for 2, make degeneracy unthinkable again. I agree. But we gotta be careful. We can't go full blown, ban abortion outright. Slowly get to that point, but do Dems not know about Control F?
Let me check on Harry Citizen Wonder Beats at the convention right now.
Yeah, so, okay. With this, the DNC's platform, this is making some people really wonder, how do you miss this? How? Because this is such a simple...
Apparently Fetterman's not going to be at a convention.
Yeah, I saw that, but, like, no, seriously. How do you miss this? This is your main platform. You're telling me that no one looked at this and said, oh, yeah, Biden's not running for re-election.
Probably wrote it, like, months ago and then never rewrote it or something.
You're telling me that no one knew about this? I don't know. Lord Rhino for 5. They could castrate their own voters all they want, but they control the schools, so they will keep the liberal voter base. I think we're taking back the schools slowly. So, DHP for 7. I'm not for abortions at birth, but that's no stance. No abortion needs to go. Well, we gotta slowly get to that point. A glitch Evie for 5. I'll be on vacation starting tomorrow, so unfortunately I'll miss the chaotic DNC. Yeah, so the plan is we will... there's a chance we stream every day this week. Because this will be a chaotic week, I think. So. But yeah. Fetterman will depress the base in their eyes. But yeah, so the more you look at this is going to be a chaotic event. I don't see how Harris gets a bump from this. How? If they're screwing up the basic stuff, there's already protests outside the convention center. They're already, like, storming the stage and stuff. I don't know. Because if there's a riot, she's done. Like, there's no way she can win at that point. Because at that point, that's just going to expose the whole problem with the base. That, oh yeah, the Palestinian voters, they're not too happy. And they're not going to vote for Harris. 84Z28Bear for 2. Any bets Harry will be in lingerie? Oh, gosh. Thanks for the super chat. Any bets Walz is getting acquainted with Harry? Oh, gosh. These are some very suspicious chats today. Reasonable to simp for 2. I assume no House or Senate prediction this week. I wanted to, but if there's a riot... Which, by the way, okay, let's give odds. What's the % chance a riot actually does happen? I'm not talking about a simple protest. I'm talking about, like, yeah, they're burning shit. How likely is that?
Like 90%.
I'd say it's 70%, 75 to 80%. I would say it's likely.
Yeah. Most of the actual rioting will probably take place at night.
Yeah, 100%. But it's going to be very interesting when Harris and Walz speak. When they speak, if there's shit going down... I don't know.
I should also note, I think there's actual, like, university campuses, like, in or near downtown Chicago.
Yeah. Reasonable... I've read that already. People are saying 50-50. Yeah, I'm with 50-50. I still have this gut feeling that something's going to happen, but my brain says nothing ever happens. You know, it's one of those things.
When you have 100,000 protesters in downtown Chicago...
True. And that doesn't include all the people that are going to, like, use that as an opportunity to break shit. I don't know.
There was going to be a riot.
Well,
100%.
I think it's more so, like, how much of a riot. Like, I'm not talking about, oh, yeah, someone gets punched or something. I'm talking about, like, shit's burning, they're storming the convention center. I don't know. It would be funny, though. Well, it's not funny. Like, this is actually kind of serious that there could be a massive riot in Chicago that could actually cause a lot of damage. It's not good. A glitch Evie for 2, 92%. Jay Wilder for 5. The GOP needs to get over the communism attack. It didn't work in 2020. It's better to expose the real problems in Kamala Harris's economic plan. I guess. Man Milk has been a member for 13 months. Trump campaign sent the Lincoln Project a cease and desist for a defamatory ad. Rick Wilson responded with a 10-minute long rant calling Trump obsessed. Well, Rick Wilson's a joke. I mean, when was the last time he was a Republican, that guy? Ever?
Probably like
The Lincoln Project guys, were they even Republicans? Like, they always claim they're Republicans, but the more I look at it, they were never Republicans.
yeah.
I don't know.
Let me.
Yeah, someone look that up. I'm very curious. No riots, just fiery but mostly peaceful protests.
Technically, he was a Republican until 2017. I
Really?
think he voted for Evan McMullen, I believe, in 2016. He's an independent now, but I don't think he can't really register as a Democrat because it'd probably be going against the rules.
The Castman for 2, we should support abortion for the left. No. I hate when people think like that. Because you're talking about killing innocents just for nothing, for political gains.
I think the last time you voted Republican in a presidential election, was probably 2012.
I don't know. I still have a feeling that guy's always been a Democrat. And like, who's that one, quote unquote Republican that was in Bush's cabinet? The general, Powell.
Colin Powell. He's dead.
Yeah, but he was always that Republican that could, quote unquote, that bullshit.
Apparently Rick Wilson served on the H.W. Bush campaign as a Florida field director.
H.W. Bush?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. If these rioters break into the DNC convention, what do you think will happen then? I think martial law will be declared in Chicago if that happened. Like, I don't think it's gets that bad, but I think there'd be like shit burning outside. you just see a bunch of stuff burning. But if the convention center is like stormed or something when Harris is speaking, yeah, martial law is being declared. Because that's a possible future president. Again, I know that, we don't want her to win, but that's still a possibility she could win. So they're going to be very careful what happens. But I don't know. I don't know if it's either that bad. Because you're talking with something that, well, the only way I see that happening is if, like, they tell the delegates go F themselves. 84Z28 for 2 and Navarro equals Miss Piggy. Imagine Biden saying, if you don't vote for me, you aren't black to the delegates. I hope Biden says something tonight. By the way, Biden's not going to show up to Harris's speech. He's going to give his speech tonight and leave.
That's so funny. It's funny how people forgot that he's actually the president already.
Yeah, he's a president. No one cares. I mean, think about that. The president of the United States is not going to be at his own party's convention? Really? But yeah, so what if that actually happened though? Like, what if he says something on the stage? Like, he pulls a Ted Cruz to say, "Vote your conscience."
It's gonna be past his bedtime. So
I don't know. I mean,
we're gonna try to kick him out of the office.
He is pissed off right now. I think the Huffington Post reported that he's pissed off. So I don't know. I really hope though he says something like that. Like, yeah, write me in for president. Just write it, Joe Biden. Hold the line, Joe. Hold the line. The uncommitted delegates are saying they're still opposing Harris at the convention, so they may open the doors. I don't know. I don't know what happens at the convention. Biden should announce his third-party run at the DNC. One thing I've always wondered is, like, could Biden do that? Like, do a writing campaign?
I
Like,
don't think he will, but
no,
I
like,
suppose he could.
logistically, how would that work? Would he just like say, "Yeah, write me in"? 'Cause I've always wondered, like, what if he just says, "Yeah, I'm gonna run for president. You know what? I have nothing to lose." Universe.
All right, so we do have a speakers list for today, a partial list, but looks
What
like
do we
these are our
got?
main people. So we have the UAW president Sean Fain.
Ugh, that
We
clown.
have AOC, Hillary Clinton, Jamie Raskin, Jasmine Crockett, Grace Mean, Annie Bashir, Raphael Warnock, Chris Stewards, and Joe Biden.
What a shit list.
Chris Stewards will probably introduce Biden.
What a that is such a terrible list. Like that. That's your speakers. Hillary Clinton or Raphael Warnock. Really? Universe
They're prominent,
7 scum for
prominent
6 and
Democrats.
what?
They're prominent Democrats, so
I guess. Universe 7 scum for $6.50. Why does Dave McCormick look like the father from Life with Louie? I don't know. Man Milk for 2. Hubert Horito Harris. If you get it, you get it. I don't get it. There might be a riot every day in Chicago.
Hubert Humphrey, I'm guessing that's what he's referring to.
Okay, I get it, I think. Surely. Rap, how would Dave McCormick do against Fetterman in 2023? He still loses, but I don't know. Don't know.
If the version of him now was up against Fetterman, I mean, he'd probably
what?
still lose. If the version of McCormick now was up against Fetterman, I don't know, he'd probably still lose. But it honestly could have been more narrow. But Trump also called him a rhino,
like 2 to 3,
so that would
5. Because with Mastriano on the ticket, I don't think any Republican was winning a Senate election. Like, he just dragged the entire, not just the Senate ticket, but even down ballot Republicans. He just dragged everyone down.
I guess. Hubert Horito Humphrey was the Dem guy night. Oh, okay, Herbert Humphrey. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, okay. Now, but yeah, that's 68 all over again. It's in Chicago. There's an unpopular war in the Middle East, or at the time it was Vietnam. And you have someone that got virtually no votes as the nominee. Actually, Harris got 0. Not virtually, she literally got 0. Humphrey at least got like a couple thousand. So, and there's expected to be a riot. Let's see here. Blind Boy Gaming for 2. What is James X handle? Seems like a smart guy. I think it's like James S. James like W Johnson or something. I can't think out my head. Lord Rhino for 2. Robert De Niro was banned on Twitter. Really?
that was apparently a parody account.
That's what I thought. Why would they ban him? If they lock him in prison, he's guaranteed to win with win. Look at the conviction fundraising. Well, that's a whole other thing. Apparently, they're going to delay the sentencing. That's the rumor. That I think it's Bragg. Is that the guy's name? Elvin Bragg, yeah.
I guess so.
Apparently, he's saying that he doesn't want. Apparently, he wants to delay it, which should tell you everything. If they've realized that it's going to backfire, they're not.
Wait, is he actually saying that? I want to see the link.
I gotta find it. Bragg, delay. I gotta find it. Yeah, so Elvin Bragg does not oppose the idea of... Hold on, we get on here. There we go. Yeah, so Bragg is not against the idea of delaying the sentencing. That doesn't mean it's for sure going to happen because you're dealing with a hack of a judge, but the fact that even he's saying that, maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe we should just, delay it. Man, I want the,
I think we have some breaking news.
What?
ASA Hutchinson will actually be at the Democratic Convention as a political contributor to Scripps News.
To what? To what news?
Scripps News.
I have never heard about that. What?
Let me send a tweet.
Let's see. Merchant doesn't want to get slapped down the higher court. Well, no, this is not Merchant. This is Bragg saying he does not oppose the idea. Trump's gonna win DC. I bet $900 on it. Well, you just wasted $900. You just wasted it. Down the toilet. No, I said that he wins DC. Blexit like is so real that it single-handedly flips the DC. Yeah, no. No one cares about ASA. Yeah, I mean, who cares about ASA Hutchinson? But yeah, Scripps News. I've never heard of. What is that? Is like some kind of like local affiliate or something? Like, who calls it Scripps News? That's such a shit name. I wouldn't be
I just
surprised.
don't even know. It's some kind of smaller media channel.
You know, I wouldn't be one bit surprised if it turns out that he just started himself. Oh gosh. If Trump wins DC, I'll eat an entire Lego Superstar Destroyer. There's no way he wins DC. Like, how would he even win that? Like, he has to win the black vote outright, and then he has to win, like...
Not just the black vote, he has to win, like, the very liberal white vote, too.
Yeah,
and he's
but...
going to lose both of them by 80 points.
Exactly.
So there's,
He has to win probably 100% of the black vote and, like, 90% of the white vote.
That's just not going to happen. It would be hilarious, but... Yeah, DC's going to vote Democrat no matter what. They don't care. They're the swamp. I mean, the last time was, like, it was never even close with, like, Nixon or Reagan. So how would he win DC?
when was the last time a Republican won DC? Was it? I don't even think Eisenhower won it.
No, they never
DC
won
couldn't
DC.
vote back then. DC couldn't vote back
Eisenhower
then. He couldn't
DC?
vote until I think 1964.
It was 1960. So, let's see here. Yeah, 1960 is when they got the.
No, I don't believe. I
was
don't think
68?
DC could vote in 1960. I
Was
think it was
68?
1964.
Yeah, close enough. If he wins DC, he's winning every state. Yeah, yeah. No Republican has ever won DC. That's what I thought. So how would that happen? Again, you have to like win 90% of the white vote and then not crash and burn with black voters. Darren for 5. I commented the other day about there not being a there not being a single poll, not a single recent Virginia poll. The last one was in July and Trump was up, but pollsters have it as blue. Well, we've seen no polls out of Virginia, which is kind of weird, but I guess pollsters are trying to poll the main states, but then they're just doing it in such a shit fashion. Like the claim that Biden's going to win Nevada or Arizona by 7 or whatever. It's like, yeah, sure. Lord Rhino for 2. GOP has never won DC. That's what I thought. Which should tell you everything about that city. But no, don't worry, everyone. The DC is not a swamp. It's not a swamp. Closest DC ever was Reagan 84, where you got like 20% of the votes. 20% of the votes, the best Republicans ever done there. That's sad. That is real sad. Rap confirmed a couple hours ago that Sean O'Brien, the president of the Teamsters Union, confirmed will not be speaking of the DNC. Yeah, I saw that. They're not getting the Teamsters Union? What are they doing?
Because he supported Trump. So.
Well, he's not. Well, they haven't endorsed him yet.
He still spoke at their convention. So.
But he said he was going to speak at both. What a stupid idea. If Teamsters endorses Trump, which I know they're trying to, get rid of him, but it's obvious that the people in the Teamsters Union, they want Trump. The actual members. They don't want Harris. Same thing with, was it the UAW? Yeah, UAW. The Fox, the guy went on Fox News and said, yeah, 80% of our members are going to vote for Trump, but we're going to endorse Harris. What does that tell you about the leadership of these unions? I mean, come on. You admit they're going to vote for Trump, but you endorse the other candidates? Really?
You probably just get a bunch of money from Democrats or something.
Oh, 100%. It's a scam. It's a money laundering scheme. That's what it comes down to. He'll endorse Trump now. I hope he does. I hope Teamsters does. That'd be hilarious. I imagine DC being like the South Park episode where all the people in California inhaling their own farts. What? They're inhaling their own farts. Oh, gosh. Well, that's DC.
Speaking of California, I'm going to make a bet of $1 because I'm really confident about this. No, jokes aside, I think California is going to be like Harris plus 24 or 25. I'm pretty sure of that. If it was Biden, it could have been into the low 20s, but I think Harris will be a bit stronger by like 2 points there. So, yeah.
I think California has a shift to the right. Not as big as some people claimed, but even with Harris, I think it shifts right.
People were saying that, it would get within 20, which I don't see. Although that would be maybe in like 2032, but if trends
If
continue.
Biden was still on the ticket, with how bad he was getting, maybe.
Hell, if we lose California by like Romney margins, I mean, that's going to be very good for us in the popular vote, and also congressionally, although it doesn't mean anything, which is a damn shame. But yeah.
All right, the Castman for 5. The reason why Kamala was up in the polls because she blew everyone before the okay. Thanks to Super Chat.
Yeah.
Our dog show
Insightful analysis.
Yeah, our dog show for 2. I'll bet $900 Trump won't even get 10% in DC. Well, I think he gets 10%. I think he does slightly better in DC, but that's about it. Nothing's crazy. California could be 60-40 result, especially considering voter registration. I mean, it could, but I still have doubts about that. All right, we got
what? Go ahead.
We gotta look at what's been poll, but go on.
I was talking about California. What's been memory hold is that everyone, even including myself, in 2020 thought that California was going to shift like 3 to 4 points to the left because the voter registration trends were like devastating for Republicans from during Trump's first term, and it still moved 1 point right. I'm not saying it's going to move like 10 points right because of that. I'm just saying that's just a trend that's been also memory hold. I really thought California was going to vote like Democrat plus 35, and it was actually Democrat plus 29. So, there's something there.
Lord Rhino for 5. The question nobody's asking, will Arkansas trend right again? At some point, they're going to max out, right? I mean, they've been trending right for like 40 years. Actually, 30.
Since Clinton.
I mean, really the only area that's like kind of holding back is like the Fayetteville area.
But yeah, but even then, it's like, there is room to, well, I don't know. Because at some point, you get to reach your limit. I don't think it really matters.
I actually have an interesting question. What are 3 states that you think will swing, not trend, swing left no matter what, and 3 states you think will swing right no matter what?
Swing left?
Yeah, 3 states that no matter what will swing left, and 3 states that you think no matter what happens in this election will swing right.
Okay, the only one I can really think of is Colorado. To me, that's the only one that I can't think of any other state.
Maybe Kansas. I think Kansas is horrible trends for Republicans.
I don't know. Voter registration looks good there all of a sudden.
But really?
Yeah. Colorado's the only one I can think of. Maybe Washington. Because they had some weird
I think Washington's going to be stagnant. Like, Washington State's going to just be stagnant. But maybe it moves left. I don't know. I think Oregon has worse trends for us short term. I think Washington's just going to be Democrat plus like 15 to 20 for a very long time. Okay, it's not going to change much.
I can only think of really 2 states. Like one for sure, maybe again it's Washington or like Oregon. But here's a state that for sure gonna swing right. Obviously Florida. I mean, can we just
Florida, New York,
New
Jersey?
Yeah, Florida, New York,
and New Jersey. Yeah, those are 3 states that's going to swing right. No, I think New Jersey, I mean, if Trump's doing that much better in New York City, why would he not do that much better? Again, New Jersey's a little bit different, but still.
Yeah, I think New Jersey, I think Harris wins it by like 11 or 12. I'm going to say 12. And I think she wins New York by like 14. I'm not going to be too bullish, but I was like really skeptical of New York governor in 22, and it ended up being within like 10 points. And also, look, it's been memory hole, but like Chitterelli almost won in 2021. So I think there is something going on.
He won with nothing. He almost won without any money. Because friggin' Larry Elder in California.
Yeah, that was a disaster. Another memory hole disaster. It's so funny how this stuff gets memory holed, and I use that term a lot. But
Go on.
No, I'm just saying. What do you think the margins in New York and New Jersey will be?
I think New York. I think it depends really, because I don't know how much of the Zeldin effect's real or not. That's a problem.
I think what's interesting is Joe Pinion did pretty okay by New York Republican standards.
Well, that was against Chuck Schumer. We may argue, well, because he became the majority leader. And for whatever reason, when you become the majority leader, you just crash and burn. So SoCal for 5. I urge everyone to do what you can to join Trump's final blitz team in the swing states this year. I'll be doing it in Arizona. Yes, it's true. Do that. Get involved. Cannot get complacent. But yeah, with New York, I don't know. Like, the big problem is, like, if Long Island does shift, like, 20 points Republican or something crazy, yeah. We're talking, like, D+8 or whatever. But, I don't know. We just gotta wait and see. That's the one state that I know it's gonna swing right, but how much? That's a big question. Same for New Jersey. Because people forget New Jersey Republicans did pretty damn well in 2021. Even in 2022, they did pretty good. 2023, we don't talk about. we don't talk about 2023. That was a disaster. Let's see here. She wins New Jersey by under 5. That's a hot take, but chat. Under 5? I don't know if it's that much. New York would be a D+10 or less. Yeah, chat's saying something like D+10. That's kind of, what is that, a 14-point shift? I don't know.
I would say more like a, I think it was Biden plus like 23, so I'd say more like a 10-point shift, which is still really good. Like, if Tennessee shifted 10 points to the left, everybody would say that it's going to go blue in like 2032. So keep that in mind.
Maybe. Let's see here. Oh, hold on. We got breaking news. Hold on, we got breaking news. American Nerd for 5 rap. What do you think happens if Brandon Johnson if the riots get really bad? He's gonna be there for, he's gonna get primaried out, but then they've elected someone even more insane. That's Chicago for you. Get rid of them, but get someone more batshit crazy. Yeah, we got breaking news from Team Trump, actually. They found something very strange. Hold on, I gotta find it. Or was it Team Trump? I gotta find who it was. It was... Let's see. Yeah, Trump War Room. So Trump War Room posted something very, odd, very strange. A picture from outside the White House. Let me post in the Discord. Look at this.
Oh.
And we post in the chat. There we go. Yeah, so the Trump War Room. They found this weird image today. Apparently, supposedly today, U-Haul moving trucks are parked outside the White House today, hours before Biden's planned farewell address to the DNC. That is weird. Why, again, it doesn't really mean much, but usually you see U-Haul trucks before the president leaves. And
So are they going to try to like make her the incumbent president? Because I've had a feeling this could happen. I think everyone did.
Joshua for 2, you think the abortion initiative in Missouri will pass? No. But this is strange that they have U-Haul trucks in the White House right now.
I think they're just so desperate for a female president that they're just going to give it to her right off the bat.
But then, hold on. Then all of the... Wait, what if this is just like Biden saying F you? Like, here, you deal with the problems. Go ahead. Good luck. You're in charge now. Have your time in the spotlight. But yeah, so... I don't know. He's probably going to resign. I don't know. It's one of those things where... Why would you have U-Haul trucks just sitting there? He's resigning tonight. So, but the problem is, why did they wait so long to make him resign? That's a thing that makes it, like, a bit worrisome, that they waited all this time to make him resign. So if he had a problem a month ago, why wait? American Nerd for 3, is Biden going to resign so that Harris can be made POTUS? I don't know. I'm curious now. Biden may say something wild tonight, just ditch out. I hope that's what happens here. He just says, like, what would be some, like, insane thing from to say? Some batshit crazy thing, like, oh yeah, it was a coup attempt. Just say something so absurd, and just say, yeah, I resign my, I resign. Again, the U-Haul truck, it doesn't mean anything, it doesn't mean everything, but very suspicious. Very suspicious. I think they focus on Alan Lichtman too much and want to give her the incumbency key. It might be, but the thing is, though, I think this is a situation where if she becomes the incumbent, it makes her campaign worse. Because now all the problems that Biden was dealing with, she cannot just avoid. She cannot just say, well, you see, I'm not the president. Lord Rhino for 5. Breaking news. Putin has signed a decree allowing Westerners to seek asylum in Russia. Don't move to Russia. Yeah, don't fall for it. If it was like Poland or something, or even like, what's like Hungary or something? Maybe.
Hungary,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
even
Russia.
Denmark.
Or what else is there? Romania.
Romania. Yeah, it's like there are good countries in like Eastern and like even Scandinavia. But if it's I don't trust Russia. I just would not take the chances.
I feel like, you know, a lot of people here, like in 21, 22, were, you know, sort of more falling for it more, but I think it's sort of unraveled. Like, yeah, Putin's not like that based. I mean, doesn't mean like we should like be in Cold War mood forever, but you know, you should understand the realities that, you know, Russia and China are not really that based.
Yeah. I don't think they'd use a U-Haul at the White House. I thought that was a big deal with the Trump administration. They saw like a bunch of like moving trucks in the front when in his final days.
Yeah, I don't know if it means too much. I wouldn't say they're definitely gonna.
Yeah, I'm not
have him,
saying
you
that,
know,
but it's
taken
very
out.
odd that the day that he's giving this big speech, is that people are calling it a farewell address. That's literally what some people are calling it. I don't know. Aaron Ratliff for 5. Breaking. Walsh drops out when Harris told him to campaign in the battleground states. What? Jackson Perry for 5. Man, I hope one day anime will be mainstream so I can be relevant enough to discuss the issues with these fine gentlemen. Well, anime is one of those things I just can't really get into. I don't know why, but Joe's running scared. But yeah, okay. What are the odds? You know, let's give some like percentage chances. What's a chance Biden resigns tonight? I give it like a 10% chance or something, just for the memes. 10%. Chat, what do you guys think? What do you think about the Biden resigning? I'm very curious. Does this mean Biden will likely resign his DNC speech? I still have doubts about it, but very odd. Very odd. Okay, I should be clear. I did watch One Piece. Yeah, I did. I did watch One Piece. Forgot to admit. Well, not all of it, but yeah, I started watching it. What?
Waiting for my bus to get to come and Washington car get towed right now.
Oof. You were saying 20%. I'm giving it a 10% chance that Biden resigns tonight. The fact they have a U-Haul in front, that doesn't mean much again, but I hope
It could be, I don't know, Jill or something. I don't know. Actually, I think Jill is still a professor, if I'm not mistaken. So,
yeah, sure.
because if she's still, I think she's a professor at like some community college in Northern Virginia. So,
Maybe.
I don't know.
I think actually a good point is I think Jill Biden will. Well, she clearly did not want Joe to stop running, but I think she threw in the towel for that. But I don't think that she will allow, you know, her husband to resign like before his term's up.
I think if we see him issue a bunch of pardons or something today, which, you know, he's going to do it eventually, but right before he leaves, he's going to issue like 100 pardons for himself and a Hunter. That's what he's waiting for. So, I don't know. But yeah, it's so weird. Why have a U-Haul truck? Like someone said in the chat, like, it's a U-Haul truck in front of the White House. I don't know.
What if like if this happened in like 2021 or even 2022 and there were U-Haul trucks in the White House, you know, the usual suspects like King Blue, I don't know if you remember him, and Mike Lindell would be saying something different.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Oh, Trump's back at the White House. He's
remember
back
King
in."
Blue, by
Yeah,
the way?
I remember that.
I don't know if his account's still around. He was a great poster.
Yeah. Ben Cynics for 5. Did you see Political's tweet saying Dems were without drama? Yeah, I saw that. They're trying to cover for the riots. Or protests, I should say. All right, check the focal data poll. Yeah, so, okay, someone brought up the focal data poll. Can someone explain that? Like, I've not seen it. Unless I'm missing it. Okay, focal data. Oh my gosh. Here we go again. Focal data. Who the hell are these clowns? Oh boy, what is this? Likely voters. Michigan, Harris +7. Wisconsin, Harris +6. Nevada, Harris +6. North Carolina, Harris +1. Pennsylvania, Harris +1. Arizona, Harris +1. Or Trump +1. Georgia, Trump +4.
That's like a weird pollster because I mean, even if you think like it, even if you assume that the Georgia will vote to the right of North
I
Carolina
don't believe
again,
that.
even if you assume that, I don't think it's going to be a 5-point difference. Like this is not 2012, and also like Nevada, like I think they had Trump +1 in Arizona, but Harris +6 in Nevada, which makes zero fucking sense after 2016. And I mean, a lot of this just doesn't make sense. It's not even the fact, and obviously, like the upper Midwest numbers are going to be kind of bad, but it's still like very, it's just very odd.
But
Does
yeah,
that make sense?
yeah, North Carolina, I still have my doubts, but like, I'm talking to people in North Carolina GOP, and even like, yeah, there's people in chat that work for them. They're saying that they're doing like, yeah, it's got a little bit closer, but like, where are these polls coming from? Harris +2 from New York Times. Really? We're doing this crap again?
Yeah, they blatantly like overestimated.
Yeah, let me pull up the graph here. The chart. The map that Nate Cohen posted, which made him look like a dumbass, by the way. But yeah, go on.
At least he is transparent, unlike other pollsters, but that doesn't make him like a great pundit. He's a smart guy, but his methodology is as flawed as like anybody's.
And remember, he claimed he fixed it. Oh, we fixed it, actually. So yeah,
They never fixed it. I mean, you can't really fix polling. It's pretty bad both ways.
But yeah, so here's the dot. This is a response map of North Carolina and Georgia. Georgia actually looks. This is the thing that boggles my mind. It is perfectly fine in Georgia. You know, there's no weird response rates. It's
Yeah, I gotta go.
All right, see ya. But look at North Carolina, and you notice something very strange. Anything very odd. Oh wait, yeah, the Republican parts of the state, they're getting only Democrats to respond to them. For whatever reason, the same thing happened in 2020, by the way. These assholes are only pulling Democrats to these areas. These are the reddest parts of the state. Like, look at this. This is, yeah. Clay County, Cherokee County. They are in western North Carolina, and they only pulled Democrats. Look at even...
It is. I don't know if it's a response bias or if it's just the fact
they
that
suck at
because a
polling.
lot of people, like including on our side, were kind of coping, saying it's a response bias. I just think it's kind of hard to reach the type of person that supports Trump over and is really hardcore about Trump in particular. That kind of low propensity voter, whereas it's not really that hard to reach somebody who's going to vote for, I don't know, Ted Budd or like Brian Kemp. That's why the polls were, actually overestimated Republicans in 2022, but underestimate them during presidential years. Even in 2018, aside from Florida, like polling, wasn't that bad. It still overestimated Democrats, but it wasn't that bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so this is the thing people gotta understand. 2018, the polling wasn't that bad. Outside of Florida, like you said. 2022, it actually overstated Republicans a little bit. But people gotta understand, midterms are different for presidential years. You cannot use a midterm to say, see, the polling's back. Yeah, how did that go in 2020? And this is something I've been thinking about. And I talked to SoCal about this yesterday. We actually, yeah. Were you part of the conversation? About the shy Trump voter?
Was this in my group chat or something
Yeah,
else?
no, I think you might have seen it. The shy Trump voter. We were talking about that.
Yeah, that was in, I think, one of the group chats.
Yeah, so this is something I've been thinking about. He brought this up. That the shy Trump voter, it's not really real. Like, it was in 2016, I think, but in 2020, in 2024. I just think they're just not pulling these people. It's not a shy Trump voter. They're just saying, nope, we're not. We're not going to take the poll. And that's probably what's happening here. That they're just getting a bunch of Democrats in rural areas to say, yeah, I'm voting for, Biden or whatever, or Harris. K-Cup for 2. North Carolina's map has a face in it, and I can't unsee it. Oh, yeah, I do see it. But yeah, I think the polling's just garbage again.
Yeah, something else I'll note about the polling is I think polls will overestimate Democrats in swing states, not by as much as 2020 or 2016, but they'll still do it to a smaller degree. But yeah, I think that in 2026, you're gonna see, some people maybe on our side be like, oh, the polls they're overestimating Democrats. Like if Trump wins or if Harris wins the other way around, either way, they're gonna be overestimating, Democrats, and we need to apply the polling error from 2024 to 2026, which is the same mistake like people like me. I don't know about you, but somebody like me made in 2022, and we need to be careful about that because midterms are different from presidential
I made a
years.
mistake. I made that mistake big time.
Yeah, you remember my predictions. I think I had Republicans winning like 235 seats at the end. I did. Maybe I don't think
I
I
had
had
like
240.
240. I had like 245. But
Like
I
230 to 235, which wasn't that bad.
I wrongly assumed that we were going to see the same margin of error. What happened, and this was the problem, the Trump voters just didn't vote. They didn't vote enough, and that's what happened.
It was a combination of that, and in certain states, it was persuasion. It was both, in my opinion. I think both make sense. Like, in certain states, it's just the Trump voters didn't vote, and in other states, the Trump voters did vote, but a lot of independents did not like our candidates, and they were upset about Dobbs.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Trump voters don't lie to pollsters. They did in 2016, but not now. Well, I still think there's some that just refuse to get polled. They don't trust anyone.
I don't think the shy Trump voter is a thing like it was in 2016. I think it's just very hard to reach the type of voter who's gonna like vote for Trump. That is like a low propensity voter.
And
And
here's my take.
specifically,
I'm curious about this. I believe that the pollsters know this, but they're purposely like doubling down on it. They're saying, oh, we're using this as an excuse to have Harris plus 10 in Wisconsin or whatever. I really believe they're using this as an excuse. The response bias crap. To just pump up Harris's numbers. I really believe that. I mean, seriously, what was it? Was it the New York Times? They had Harris up by 7 in Arizona, for crying out loud. 7. And the recalled vote was Biden plus 5, and then you had, North Carolina tied. It's like, wait, what? I don't know. I really think some of these pollsters are just full of shit.
yeah, I would just say we should assume that I think it's realistic that they're underestimating Trump voters in a lot of these, especially upper Midwest states and even some Sunbelt states. But we should not unskew the polls like Republicans did in 2012. Which, if you don't remember unskewing the
I remember
polls,
that.
that was a complete disaster. So you shouldn't, go full
I
on
remember hearing about that.
unskew the polls like Republicans did in 2012 or 2022.
So people understand
yeah.
that there's a difference between unskewing a poll and then actually looking at a poll and saying shit. There's a big difference. Like, because when you unskew a poll, what happened in 2012, the Romney, this was the Romney campaign. What they were doing was, well, actually, the this poll is 10 points to Democrat or whatever. Therefore, Romney's up by 10 or whatever. They weren't just saying the poll is bad. They're just saying we're actually up by 10 or whatever. That's what happened. And it cost them big time. All right, Rap, do you think Trump should do a rally with Kemp in Georgia? They don't like each other, but I hope so.
It would be good politics. I think Trump attacking Kemp was kind of
Definitely wasn't an attack, though.
It was like mild, but by his standards, but it's still like, not the right time. But I mean, he's still probably narrowly favored in Georgia, so whatever. And I think Trump's going to hold Georgia or retake it because he lost it in 2020, technically.
Yeah. Unskew polls. Again, unskew polling is basically just, you you take the results and you say, well, if it's 5 points more Republican, we're up by 5. That's basically what that means. And sometimes you can look at that and say, you know, oh yeah, if this poll was conducted properly, it would have Harris down or whatever. But you can't actually just say, that's my prediction. It'd be off by 10 points for sure. Reasonable to simp for 2 primary stream tomorrow. I don't think we're doing primary stream. I don't think it's worth it. Because you have Florida and that's it. And there's really no interest in races. So, let's see here. I heard that Trump and Kemp have been talking. Yeah, so I guess Kemp gave Trump his voting operation. That's what I heard. Which I think is a good thing, but...
Yeah, I think people after 2020 thought that Georgia was gonna become like another Colorado, and I think that was premature. Because maybe it could happen in the future, but as of now, in the 2020s, the demographic change in Georgia, that people always talk about, has sort of stalled. It's still going on, especially in the southern suburbs and in places like Fawcett, which is getting more Asian. But it's in the southern suburbs, which are getting more, black. But it is mostly stalled and stagnant. And a lot of these suburban voters who, voted for Biden or Warnock, I mean, a lot of them probably will stay with Harris, but a lot of them won't. I think that's a mistake to assume that they will all just continue trending Democrat. And so I think what's happening in Georgia is it's a lot of the educational and demographic changes are just kind of stalled, and it's going to be a swing state for a while. And that's also what happened in North Carolina. But North Carolina rurals are not as red as Georgia, and so they're not. So that's why the state's still competitive. Whereas in Georgia, I mean, I could see in a point where it becomes more Democrat leaning once if the demographic changes accelerate again. But I don't think they will.
I think they kind of reached their limit, and yeah, Lord Rhino for 2. In my opinion, Georgia was a fluke in 2020. I'm starting to agree with that. You know, I know that sounds crazy, but the more you look at Georgia, the more you realize, yeah, that was again, Harris could still win it, but it seems more and more like that was a fluke.
I disagree with that because I think the state since 2004 has, at that point until 2020, until the mid to late 2010s, was changing rapidly.
Oh, I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, I think it's a fluke that it's gonna be like a Democrat state. It's gonna be
it's gonna be a swing state that's better for Republicans, at least for the time.
It's next North Carolina. It's a swing state technically, but it leads Republican. That's what
that's reasonable. I could see that.
All right, Anthony Blinken says Israel has accepted U.S.-backed ceasefire, calling on Hamas to do the same. Hamas not going to accept that. They're not going to accept shit. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Rap, is Harris going to be president after today? I still have doubts about that, but if that happens, we will be live. I swear. If it turns out oh gosh. She's going to be the president, isn't she? He's going to drop out. It's not going to happen, but yeah. Fun. Alright, if anyone got more super chats and more questions, concerns, comments, begin sending them now. Last call is super chats. Actually, super chat from Mike for 5. We should all assume it's a toss-up election, so there's no complacency, while at the same time not dooming about Trump's chances. I agree. Because if you doom or you get complacent, you lose. So, North Carolina is not competitive. Again, I think it leads Republican, but yeah. Alright, I think we'll end the stream here. If you guys did enjoy the stream, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. I think we went through everything, but yeah, the DNC is going to be a shit show. We will probably be back later this week. It's going to get ugly. Getting that gut feeling, it's going to be a very ugly week.
I've had this gut feeling for a while, and it looks like it's paying off. But we'll see if it gets into an actual riot. I don't want to be premature about this.
I think there's going to be again, if it's just some people get punched or something, yeah, that's one thing. But if there's shit burning, I don't know. Actually, quick super chat. Saint of Slayer for 5. I think it's important to remember that 2020, both COVID and race riots working against Trump. That's why Georgia voted the way it did in 2020. I think part of the well, some may argue that's the entirety of why it voted Democrat, but not going down that route. Not going down that route. But anyways, folks, we'll see you guys in the next stream, video, or wherever you see me in.